Hey everybody, here go another one. Today I'm gonna watch shows I loved as a kid. So yeah, it's just to see what kind of shows this man really liked as a kid, cause I had an interesting batch of shows, and a lot of them consisted of Disney XD shows, and I would say Nickelodeon, but not quite all there. You know what I mean? Cause I couldn't watch I couldn't watch Cartoon Network at all as a kid, and I really only started watching it when I was like, I don't know, 14. And really the only thing I watched was like Amazing World of Gumball, to be completely honest with you. I mean, I did watch Adventure Time and other things too, but not as much. I mean, who knows? I'll react to shows that y'all probably saw as kids, because I know I do plan to start reacting to shows and things for YouTube. Right now, I'm in the process of learning how to edit those things and all that kind of stuff. Because I know one person, I'm sorry if I'm forgetting your name. I mean, I don't know your name, but your YouTube name. But basically, someone said start reacting to anime, and I'm gonna start doing that because the one planning on start doing first is Death Note. So yeah, and with summer coming up, I'll have some time to start getting into that. Maybe not the most time because I still gotta worry about moving and all this, getting jobs and all of this sort of stuff. But that's
As a
that's
kid,
different
I didn't like
information.
leaving the crib much. I did play baseball because my Dominican genes commanded me to, but besides
What?
that, I was a homebody. I was inside all day on my PS3 or on my Wii or on my TV. Whether it was before I went to school
Fair
or after
enough.
school or just on weekends, I used to love sitting in front of my TV and watching some of my favorite kids shows. So that's what we'll be doing today. Today I'll be going on some of my favorite channels and shows I watched as a kid. Some y'all may know, some y'all may not know, some y'all may love. And in the end, I'll go over the channel that hosted the shows I loved the most as a kid. I'm starting off with debatably the Go of Kids channels, PBS Kids. Now you see, the good thing about this channel is you could be dirt poor, but as long as you had a TV, you could watch shows on here. And honestly, PBS is better than me because with the amount of bangers they produced, man, all them poor kids would have been looking at straight stacks. I would have been charging. Clifford the Big
I
Red
watched
Dog,
the shows,
Sid the
but
Science
like, I
Kid,
wasn't like an
Cyber Chase,
extreme
Arthur,
watcher.
Wildcrat, Word Girl, every single one of these shows I didn't watch, but a lot of people liked them. Asked my mom the other day if I liked Clifford. She said I was never into it. I don't know. Sid the Science Kid, he was just hard to look at. They try to give him dreads and stuff, but that ain't help. Cyber Chase and Word Girl, what do I look like, a nerd? Wildcrats, I was too old. And Arthur, I don't know. I just thought he was boring and looked like a dweeb, which kind of came full circle when in middle school, some kid posted a picture of me on his Snapchat story saying, I look like him. So. Sorry, Arthur. These shows just weren't my style. They weren't my jam. It is just too ugly. I was more interested in elegant stuff. Curious George, Magic School Bus, Dragon Tales. Now these
some of those
were
on the same
shows I
channel?
was excited to watch. Magic School Bus was dope. Miss Frizzle was always taking the kids down some random orifice or some random homeless dude's body. It was great. Curious George, he was just a silly monkey. He was just enjoyable to watch. And Dragon Tales, come on, they're dragons. They had a pink one, a blue one, twin dragons. They even had a disabled dragon for some reason. But my favorites on PBS Kids were easily Teletubbies, Sesame Street, and Barney. Sadly, I was not into Thomas the Tank Engine. I know. I'm sorry, but his eyes and their faces.
I mean, I wasn't that much into it. I think my brother might have.
Don't know how Teletubbies did him, but
I couldn't tell you completely if he wasn't.
I don't even know what they did on the show.
I never watched
Teletubbies. Or stared at the baby son. I don't know, but I know I liked it. My favorite Teletubby was Tinky Winky. Then there was Sesame Street, aka the top dog of this channel. And I may have not liked Clifford, but my mom told me I was a fiend.
I know I watched it, but I was not like an extreme watcher.
I loved everyone on Sesame Street. They had the go Elmo leading the charge. So many memories with him. So many. Easily my favorite one of the show. I literally cried when my mom threw away my Elmo doll. It still hurts. Then they had the giant overweight Big Bird. I highly doubt he could fly. Snuffy, y'all remember Snuffy? That was like the stage 4 terminally ill Willie Mammoth they had on the show. He was, he was there. And then my two favorites besides Elmo, Oscar the Grouch and Cookie Monster.
Okay, I know
How
these
could you not like these two? Oscar was funny. Cookie Monster, he was clearly a drug addict. He was so crazy and wacky. He was funny. And then the last of my favorites from PBS, Barney. Who can blame me? Everyone liked Barney. He was a dinosaur. He was purple. I understand the Teletubbies, but how are people scared of this guy? Bro, it's Barney. He's pretty much a celebrity. He ain't messing up his veneers for you. Like I said though, PBS was debatably the go. It's not my favorite. But first, I want to go over my least favorite when it came to kiddie shows. Disney Junior. This channel just didn't really have that many hits, and the ones they did have just weren't really my forte. I was not watching Little Einsteins. I was not watching Handy Manny, that fake Bob the Builder, and I was not not watching Bear in the Big Blue House. There was the occasional, it's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. That show was pretty lit from time to time.
Inside,
I even know how
it's
to do
fun
the goofy
inside.
dance. There was also Doc McStuffins, which
That's
I only
lyrics,
watched
right?
on
I'm
plane
not messing
rides,
that up.
but she was pretty cool. It was like Grey's Anatomy for kids. Love to see it. Black excellence. But I didn't really watch
Black
these shows that
excellence.
often. Probably the one Disney Junior show I do remember watching hella of was the Lilo and Stitch show. Now that
was Disney
some
Junior?
heat. I know
I
it
just thought that was
technically wasn't a
Disney.
Disney Junior original.
The thing is, I think I was watching. It wasn't Disney Junior when at the time. You get what I'm saying? Like there wasn't a Disney Junior always. By the time they made a Disney Junior show, the Disney Junior stuff already existed. It was just on Disney Channel. Like a lot of junior channels did not exist originally. Like they were just on the regular media sometime around like the daytime when you'd probably have your toddler still at home just waking up trying to get breakfast or something. I don't know. Like that's back in my day. Gosh, I'm getting up. But no, like that's just how it was back in my day. The next thing I know, I see a Disney Junior that comes out around when like one of my little cousins was born and like Doc McStuffins comes out or something. And I watched a handful of them a lot of times because, you know, part of being the oldest sibling is you end up watching a lot of stuff that may be too young for you, too young for you to watch. But you end up liking it too, because while you still are young, you got people younger than you that like it a lot more.
You know, but it still aired, so it counts. I love this show. If you never watched it, just imagine the Lilo and Stitch movie, but it's a show and way more
Yeah,
Stitch.
I never
My
watched
favorite
Lilo and
episodes were the
Stitch
one where
show,
Stitch
but
gets a
I've
shorty,
been told
pretty
it's
much a fake
amazing.
version of himself, and of course, the crossover episode with Kim Possible. That was some heat.
Yeah,
Well,
I
if we're
heard that
counting as a
existed.
Disney Junior show, then this was also a banger. Kim and Shego My Ego were obviously my favorites, and relax, it's not because I thought they looked good as a kid. You got me. The rest of the cast was
gotcha.
alright. We had Ron, who was supposed to
I'm
be
about
like
to say,
the
stop
love
lying
interest,
to
but
you.
Come on now. We all know he was just the gay best friend. We had the fat black dude. He was like the hacker one. He was chill. And then we had my least favorite of the main cast, Rufus. He was just chopped. He was Ron's naked mole rat. Who is owning this? But the show was good. It was fun. It was cool. It was
Yeah, I
fun
guess
to see
fair.
Kim go on these spy missions. And Ron always messed something up. But that was just Disney Junior. That's not even me bringing up Disney's other kid channel that I want to talk about, Disney XD. But
goats.
before I talk about Disney XD, I need to talk about its predecessor. And I'm not gonna lie, if you were born after 2006, you probably have never heard this channel. But let me tell you about it, because it was amazing.
Which one?
JetX. My late 90s and
What
early
is
2000s
this?
viewers, I know y'all feel the nostalgia. I know y'all feel it. This channel had nothing.
I don't remember
educational.
this.
It was literally just Disney XD before Disney XD. Except its shows were debatably, not even debatably, its shows were better. This channel had shows like Sonic X, which I already know, a banger. Yin Yang Yo, Totally
Okay.
Spies, Power Rangers SPD, Power Rangers.
Okay, so I was unaware this channel existed. Granted, he just said anyone born after 2007. I was born in 2005. But the thing is, I didn't watch any of this stuff because I guess I was still a baby. And I'm guessing what he's talking about is he was probably a kid when this stuff was around. I want to assume this guy, I don't know how old he is, but I imagine he's not that much older than me. Maybe like 25. I don't think he's that close to 30 yet. But he's definitely close to my age. But I'm pretty sure he's older than me. So you might know this is a bit more.
Mystic Force.
Oh, so isn't Power Rangers
Ninja
owned by
Storm, and
Nickelodeon?
the best Power Rangers
I mean, maybe it
series,
was different
Power
back then.
Rangers Dino Thunder. Honestly, I loved all of them. I was always the Red Ranger, but this one holds a special place in my heart. This channel also had Puka. Y'all know that show where the little ninja dude is running from that girl who can't take no for an answer. It was fire. I loved that one as a kid too. And not only did it have great shows, but this channel was also low-key my introduction to anime. It had
What one?
another show I
What is
love,
this?
specifically Digimon
Oh.
Frontiers, which
I'm about to say, is this
unironically has
Pokemon?
one of the best openings.
I mean, I guess
of
it
all
is kind of
time. Go
Pokemon,
listen
isn't
to
it?
please. Then they had my goats, Mega Man, NT Warrior, and Beyblade.
Oh,
the
Mega Man had a
original
show?
one. Oh my goodness, was I obsessed, especially
Oh, my
with
brother
Mega
loves
Man. Bro,
Beyblade.
I
Probably not
wanted
that
to
version,
be him.
but-
And of course, you know I can't forget my favorite of the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
marketable animes, Yu-Gi-Oh. Me and my brother loved this show. We had DVDs, we had action figures, we had
I remember the last
cards.
time I had a
just
show with
said
my
had.
brother.
I still
been
have
a long
cards.
time.
Let me show you.
Check them out. Check them out.
Like, I don't
Just
think
like
me and
Mega
him have
Man,
shared
bro.
a show
I
since
wanted
like
to
we
be
were
you.
kids.
I said the story in one of my old vids how I wanted to dye my hair purple, gold, and black to match him. It was that serious. I was willing to become emo for Yugi. That's just how much I love this show and all its
Like, the last
characters.
show we
I
showed-
even loved
we shared
Kaiba,
together
and his
was
whole
Ninja
purpose was to
Turtles.
hate on Yugi and Joey.
Mokuba, make sure Wheeler's late.
JetX was just amazing, man. It was amazing. But now I gotta talk about Disney XD. Now Disney
All right,
XD,
let's get it.
although not as amazing as Jetix, it was definitely a step up from Disney Junior. Kick Buttowski with his BBL, the ninth grade ninja, Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yes.
This wasn't a bad lineup, but the best.
Gravity
Bestest
Falls.
thing to ever air on Disney XD was Gravity Falls. Now look, when
The
I was
goats.
a kid, I was a conspiracy head. I love
Oh,
watching
boy.
videos on abduction stories, ghost stories, urban legends. Bro, I knew all the Mandela effects. Febreze was spelled with 2 E's, not 1. So when Disney dropped Gravity Falls, a show all about supernatural stuff, of course I'ma love it. And this may sound crazy to say, but I think this is one of the best cartoon shows of all time. There was some new weird thing going on every episode.
Honestly,
the show was actually
it's up
pretty funny,
there.
and the characters were lovable. Look at Waddle.
Greatest of all
What
time?
love
I don't
most about
know.
this show though is that back
But
in
it's
the day,
definitely
you
up-
had
it's definitely
everybody
into
who watched it
consideration.
theorizing about who made the journals. Most people were wrong though. Like, can y'all believe there were people
Yeah,
saying
like this was one of those shows that, like, back in the day, I keep saying back in the day. Dang it, I'm getting old. But no, like back in the day, y'all don't understand if y'all only grew up with streaming shows. But back in the day, kids would go to school like, hey, you see the episode of such and such on TV last day or whatever. And Gravity Falls was one of them ones. Like the conversations that happened after we found out that Grunkle Stan's brother was the author, that was when everybody was at school going crazy on the conversation. Like we'd be at, like that'd be the topic of the freaking day or the freaking week. Like I'm not even joking. Like those were the days.
Seuss wrote the journals? Seuss? He's the stupid one. I thought it was the homeless dude. My favorite episodes were the one where Mabel gets zooted
I
off
did
that
too
fun
for a
dip. That
second.
was hilarious to watch. And Bill Cipher's introduction.
kinda give like a
episode.
drunken
Only 'cause
master
when
type
I
of
first
energy
saw
to it.
I was shocked. It's the Illuminati. I could honestly make a whole video on this show, but now I want to talk about one of my favorite channels, Nick Jr. Nick Jr. was definitely my second, if not favorite channel to watch as a kid. This channel had straight 10s. Yo Gabba Gabba, 10. Lazy Town, 10. Wow Wow Wubsy, 10. Max and Ruby, 10. Wonder Pets, 10. Pinky Dinky Doo, 10. Bro, they even had an Asian Dora. Ever heard of Little Bill? Nah, I'm just
Nihao
joking.
Kai
It's
Lan?
Nihao Kai Lan.
Yeah.
I did like that.
Bro, crazy thing is, what owns some of these shows? Because he keeps naming things that are owned by different channels at this point. Like, what was the legal ramifications of TV back then? Because he just said, what was one he said just a minute ago? Not Wonder Pets. What did he
10.
say?
Lazy Town.
Yeah, Lazy Town. That was on a different channel by the time I saw it. I don't know what channel it was. It was not a channel that was mostly viewed. I think it was on the same channel that had the Berenstain Bears. I don't know what it was. I think back then it was called The Hub, but now it's called like, I don't know. Dang, what is it called now? But I don't know. Back then it was called The Hub. If y'all know what the channel is considered now, tell me please, because I don't know what it is. But I know that's what channel that had this show on. I didn't watch it enough, but I know that's where it transitions. So I'm just wondering, like,
10.
what's like
Wow
the
Wow Wubsy, 10.
who owns
Max
some of
and
this
Ruby,
stuff?
10.
Because
Wonder
it
Pets,
goes
10.
everywhere,
Pinky
apparently.
Dinky Doo, 10. Bro, they even had an Asian Dora. Ever heard of Little Bill? Nah, I'm just joking. It's Nihao Kai Lan. I did like that show though. All these shows were great. Sporticus had me doing push-ups. Pinky Dinky Doo had me brainstorming. Max had me hating my sibling. Hotland had me ordering Chinese food in Mandarin. Bro, I
Wow.
even enjoyed the Fresh Beat Band. And
Yes,
my
these
goodness,
guys.
These dudes have me wanting to sip smoothies and hit the stanky leg. But although these shows are great, they ain't even
Man, I miss
scratching
that
my
show.
top 4 on this channel. My top 4 were The
Ooh, Fantastic Four.
Backyardigans, Blue's
Yes.
Clues, Dora.
I cannot tell you how many times I've been annoying to I probably was annoying to my parents back then. Like I can't show y'all because I'm not at my parents' house, but I have a lot of DVDs of Backyardigans, or just a lot of these shows I have DVDs of back in the day. But I always had Backyardigans DVDs, and they had always played them in these little TV things that would strap in the car back before cars got like TV things already pre-installed. Like that's what I'd be watching.
And one more I'm gonna mention in a second. The Backyardigans, come on.
Was that the
now,
Upside Down show?
Definitely up there. If you ain't watched this when you was young,
You
missed
missing out.
The adventures, the characters.
You live
the
a sad
music.
childhood.
I know
Your
y'all
parents
ain't
didn't
forget
love
the
you.
music.
Honestly.
Castaways. We are
Yes,
castaways.
castaways.
Look at them. They're hitting that. I've always been
Exactly.
a Pablo kind of guy
If you did not
myself,
watch
but
this
I
show
liked
as a
everyone
kid,
else
your
too,
parents did
except
not
Austin.
love
I don't
you
know why,
enough.
but every time
I'm
I
telling you
turned
this
on
right
the TV,
now.
he was
I
barely
remember
in
that
any
episode bar for
You think you're
bar.
too good for
Robin
me?
Hood?
Blue's Clues, man, this was one of my go-tos.
Yes, but not as much.
We just got a letter. Oh Oh my
We
goodness.
just got a letter. I
I
wonder
for real
who
love
it's
this
from.
show so much. Seeing Blue and Steve, my goat Steve, going on little adventures,
Screw
teaching us how to
Joe,
tell
whatever his
time,
name
learn
was.
about physics, how to jump through paintings was all so great. Makes me want to shed a tear. I just can't believe they replaced him twice and made Blue 3D.
They got
Like,
another
what
one?
is this? Dora.
Oh, yeah,
I know
that's
a
the
lot
new
of people
Blue
hate on
Clues.
her, but this girl and her cousin Diego were a huge part of my childhood. And not just them, because unlike Kylan, Dora's side cast was actually memorable. We had Boots, the albino monkey,
Neo Kylan had
Swiper, the
memorable ones,
shiesty
but Dora had a
fox,
lot
Betty,
more.
the blue bull, that ugly yellow bridge troll. Bro, even her map and her backpack were characters. Who's doing it like her? I always wondered though, if Backpack can talk and move and stuff, can he like feel when people are reaching inside of him to pull stuff?
Don't get
I don't even
weird.
wanna think about it. I also
already
love
has a
that she was
mouth, bro. We don't
bilingual,
need to be
teaching us
getting
English
weird.
and Spanish at the same time. Shout out to all my No Sabo kids. And what I loved about Dora the most is that she made me feel so involved. Every time Attention Star Swiper pulled up trying to flee something off somebody, Dora would have me saying, "Swiper, no swiping! Swiper, no swiping!" Oh man! And the best part was, even if I was feeling lazy that day or just didn't feel like talking, her and Boots would still get it done, so it wasn't too much pressure on me to do it. The hate this girl gets just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, sometimes she just stare a little too long when waiting for an answer, but she's
Yeah.
just giving the stupid kids extra time. That ain't her fault. I loved her so much. I think she even affected
Yeah,
my
she's-
real life.
she's a
honestly.
member
'Cause ever
of the
since
slow
meeting
ones.
Dora, I've had like this natural affinity or
Okay, the
bond
show
with
looks a
every
bit different
Mexican
right
I've
there.
met.
The
My
animation
first grade crush,
bit
Mexican.
old.
My elementary best friend, Mexican. My high school best friend, Mexican. My DoorDash driver, Mexican. And
Yeah,
what did I
gotta
order?
have the Mexicans.
Italian. But I could have gone for some Mexican. If this continued, I might have became Mexican. Y'all would have been getting like 5 videos a day. But my favorite show to watch on Nick Jr. was
It's the puppet one, isn't it?
the Upside Down Show.
Yeah,
Shout
so
out
I
to
just
the
thought
three other
about
people
that.
that know this show. A lot of y'all probably don't know what I'm talking about, but
It's
hear
the
me
Saw
out. It was
Puppet
this
one,
weird
right?
Australian show. I know. That will
Yeah,
play
I've
on Nick
watched that
Jr. at like
before.
11 p.m.
Yeah, it has,
I
like, the
was staying
puppets.
up for this. Where these two dudes, one Baldwin, would go on these little adventures, whether it be to the park, the movie theater, other places, and the whole time we, the viewer, would help them get to where they need to go. But it wasn't on some Dora stuff.
Yeah, I never
so
remember watching
do you
this
know
show.
where the bridge
I don't have any
is?
memory of it, but I've
we
watched
would
the
use
show
our
before.
real life remote.
'Cause the
to
intro, I
speed them
definitely
up,
remember with the
slow
two
them
little
down,
fingers
turn
doing
off the
this
lights.
stuff.
It was some really cool interactive stuff. And not only that, but everything in this show was acted out by these two dudes. Like everything. Sound effects, objects hitting them. They even had these little action sequences where they would use their fingers to parkour. It was so cool. Like, I love this show. But sadly, Nick Jr. canceled it after only 13 episodes.
Dang. Okay, that's why I probably don't know that much about it. But I definitely
can
know it
low-key see
existed.
why. It was a bit odd and felt like a fever dream sometimes, but man, please, those of you who rock with me, I mean really rock with me, when you're done with this, just watch one episode. Just one, please. And now,
Yeah,
for
I
my
might.
favorite channel to watch as a kid.
The reason why I probably don't have as much friends as a child. But no, all seriousness, I love my parents to death. I really do. But like looking back, I really wish they would have let me watch Cartoon Network. Like I'm not gonna lie. Granted, some of the stuff was a bit much, but I feel like knowing me as a kid, I would not have gotten the adult jokes, and I probably would have just let it be regardless. Like my parents definitely, I feel like were overprotective in the sense of what I was watching, but I don't think they realized just how oblivious I was to a lot of things as a kid. And by the time that I would have understood the jokes, I was already dang near a teenager. Like they did their job well, regardless of what I did and didn't watch. I remained oblivious to a lot of things, but I just missed out on so many conversations, so many, even some today. Like regular show, I only watch regular shows when I watch reactions of it, and the only person that watch reactions is a person y'all probably don't even know about. But that's just for me. But I don't know. Some of y'all might know Quizzy on Demand. Some of y'all might, because I know some people subscribed after those videos I made for him. But yeah, man, this just makes me sad because like I wasn't around when the channel logo still looked like this. Like now, when I started watching it, it was all just a scene and end, both just right by sets, and yeah.
Cartoon Network. This channel during the early 2000s and even some of the 2010s was just a definition of perfection. When I would
Yes.
come out of school, this channel was my first
I
option.
ended up joining Cartoon
Unless
Network when it
SpongeBob
fell
was playing,
off. Like,
I was
that's
on
how
Cartoon
sad I
Network
am.
enjoying shows like Ed, Ed, and Eddie, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Dexter's Laboratory,
Yes.
Codename Kids Next Door,
Yes.
Foster's Home for Imaginary
Yes.
Friends, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Teen
Have not
Titans.
seen. Have not seen. Have not seen.
It's too many bangers.
Like, I know
That's
all
not
these
even me
shows.
talking about the 2010 shows. Regular Show, Adventure
Yes.
Time, The Amazing
Yes.
World of Gumball,
Yes.
Steven Universe, even their
Yes.
old shows that I'd watch on Boomerang. Yeah, some of y'all remember Boomerang. We're
Yes.
goated. Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken, Jets.
Like, Boomerang was the only way I could watch Cartoon Network shows without getting in trouble by my because they never knew. They don't know what's a Cartoon Network show and what's not. The only way they would know is if they saw the logo. So Boomerang was the only way I could watch Cartoon Network shows that would show up sometimes. I was really sad.
Since Flintstones, Looney Tunes, Baby Looney Tunes, it's just so much peak. What is this LeBron James longevity? I don't think I could go over how much I love these shows in just one video.
Chowder.
Honestly, it might need its own. But I can go over one of my favorites
Tom
from
and
each era,
Jerry.
Powerpuff Girls, unironically one of
Yes.
the best superhero shows ever.
These
Better than the
crash out
CW
kids.
Flash. Don't at me. This show was so good. I remember kids at school would tell me,
That's a girl show. You're not supposed to be watching that.
Screw
but I would
you.
still come home and watch it. That's how you know it wasn't a sexist baby. I loved all three of the girls, but my favorite one had to be Buttercup. Had to. Sorry, Blossom and Bubbles fans, but Buttercup was just the best one. She had that tough energy. My favorite episodes were the one where they sing a song about love, then cripple a clown right after, and the Rowdy Rough Boys one. That
Bro, listen to these crash out children. Like, stop. Just stop it. Listen to Mojo Jojo got crippled for candy. I can't with these crash out children. Bro, these kids need some emotional discipline. Granted, you can't discipline them because these kids is invulnerable to dang near. But come on, we cannot be crippling humans like this for no reason.
one was dope. Then there
You
was
should
Ben
not
10.
be
I've
cutting
said
my
this
head. You
before,
should not be
but
breaking
easily
my
best
skull
Cartoon
open
Network
every
show this
time
era.
we
Or
fight.
bare minimum, tied for first. Courage the Cowardly Dog was fire. He's getting his
Oh,
own
that man
game. Love
Mojo
this show
Jojo's
so
doctor
much,
getting
though.
his
I remember I had
paycheck
an
to put that man
Omnitrix
back
toy,
together.
The plastic one though. Not
He
the
be
big
getting
one.
up like
You were
a
too
day
cool for that
later
one. I played the
without
games
none of
on
his
the
limbs
Cartoon Network
broken.
website all the time. Bro, I even
Oh,
had Ben 10
yes, I remember
Protector
that
Earth on my
website.
Wii. You a real one if you played this. Shout out to y'all. Ben was just so cool. I mean, everyone in this show was cool. Gwen was cool. Kevin was cool. Vilgax was cool.
Never
Bro,
watched
even
Ben 10.
Freaky Grandpa Max was cool. Dude always had some side
Never
chick
had the
alien
chance.
popping out of nowhere. What was he doing up there? And then finally, one of my favorites from the 2010s
What's
era,
this?
Ninjago. A show about
Oh, I've
Lego
not seen
ninjas.
Ninjago.
Come on now. How could I not love
Like I
it?
said,
This
I'm
show
really
was just
sad. I've not
nice.
seen
The
a lot of these
intro,
shows.
Jump up, kick back, whip around, and spin.
Spin.
Had me doing spin jutsu
Ninja.
all over my living room, getting whooped. It was amazing. I have fond memories of me and my childhood friends all being one of the ninjas too. I was
Like, I know y'all tired of me pausing, but no. You know, I need this from y'all. Whoever watches this video needs to save my childhood. No, but it's serious. Request shows for me to react to. Shows that I probably have never seen in my life. Shows that probably exist around this era he's talking about. Because I've not seen dang near any of them. The ones that I have seen, I probably haven't seen the whole thing. And I just missed out. So if you guys want to help fix my broken and terribly entertained childhood, please put them down below so I can put it on my reactions list. Because right now, the only thing we have is animes that I haven't seen. But if you guys want to fix my childhood, put shows on here for me to react to. Because I'm getting sad watching what I could have
Kai,
seen.
my homie was Jay, another one was Zane. and the
Granted, I
last
can
one
probably see
was
all these
Cole.
things on my
Still
own,
black.
but
And I'ma
I just
say
don't have
now,
the time.
Kai should have been the Green Ninja. I'm not even being biased. The show was still great though, but not gonna lie, I gotta be honest with y'all. After season 3, I did not pay attention to the show anymore. I don't remember if it's because I had
many
school
seasons
or
are
we just
there?
got rid of our cable, but I just stopped watching. Eventually though, I did come back to rewatch the entire series, but when I came back, I found out this show, unlike other shows that runs for 5, 6, 7 seasons maybe, this show has 15. They're Lego ninjas. What do they got going on the last one in 6? As much as I love this show as a kid, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I am not watching that. Same reason I don't watch One Piece. I may be missing out on Peak, but no. That was pretty much all the shows I wanted to go over today, and there will definitely be a part 2. I have to show Cartoon Network some more love. Even the other channels, Nick and Disney, y'all really thought I wouldn't mention SpongeBob, Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Oh, yeah, I
Sweet
guess you
Life
didn't
of
really
Zack
go
and
into that,
Cody,
did
or
he?
Wizards of Waverly Place. Come on, y'all know me. That's coming in part 2. And moral of the story,
break. No, we need a break.
Derek. But nah, seriously, participate in the, what do I want to call this? The big black nerd child save. No, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Some of y'all probably don't know my name, but you know, let's just go with Joe. It's basically my name, but like, save Joe's childhood. That's what we're gonna call it. Save Joe's childhood reaction request. That's what we're gonna do. I don't even know if any of y'all are watching it this far, but for those that are, thank you. But please, just request things for me to watch that happened as kids, because I'm really sad at all the things that I haven't seen. And I keep getting clowned on it to this day that I didn't watch most of this stuff. Like, y'all understand how bad it is. I never saw SpongeBob. That's a big one. Total Drama Island, regular show for the most part. What else have I not seen? I haven't seen a lot of things that he just said in this, like a Ben 10. I've never seen any Ben 10 shows. More than that, there's more that I can't just remember off the top of my head, but you get it. I'm terrible. I'm like, y'all don't understand how bad this is. So, yeah, bro, just help me out. Like, but anyway, that was it for this one. Sorry I'm trauma dumping on you, but yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Hey, God bless.